Beneath the surface of the ocean lies a legend predator so powerful, it commands fear and fascination in equal measure. The great white shark, ruler of the deep, hunter of myths, and the ocean's ultimate giant. For years, stories of their size have blurred the line between fact and legend. But today, on Absolute Facts, we're diving into the truth. These are the 7 largest great white sharks ever recorded, verified by experts, witnessed by the world, and guaranteed to leave you in awe. Ready to meet the ocean's true titans? Let's begin. Number 7. The Mexican Giant. April 2012, 2 fishermen, Guadalupe and Bolts, set sail into the calm waters of the Sea of Cortez, expecting nothing more than a routine day catching fish. But what they pulled from the depths that morning would leave the entire coast of Sonora in shock. Tangled in their nets was not a fish, but a monster, a great white shark, measuring a staggering 19.8 feet long and weighing over 2,000 pounds. Just imagine that, a creature nearly the size of their own 22-foot boat. Thankfully, the beast was already lifeless, or this story might have ended very differently. Terrified yet awestruck, the men tied the massive predator by its neck and began towing it 2 miles back to shore. When they arrived, dozens gathered to witness the impossible, dragging the colossal shark onto the sand, each wave revealing more of its terrifying scale. But the real shock came when they opened the creature's belly. Inside, they found 2 full-grown sea lions, a haunting reminder of just how powerful and unstoppable these predators truly are. The Mexican shark wasn't just a catch. It was a legend, proof that the Sea of Cortez still hides monsters big enough to swallow fear itself. Number 6. The Canadian Giant. The summer of 1993, calm seas, warm winds, and a fishing trip that would turn into one of Canada's most chilling ocean legends. David McKendrick and his younger brother Stephen were fishing near Prince Edward Island when, out of nowhere, their nets began to thrash violently as if something enormous was fighting to break free. When they hauled it up, disbelief struck. Tangled in their nets was a creature that shouldn't have been there, a massive great white shark, 20 feet long and radiating raw power even in death. Few believed that such giants roamed Canadian waters, until that day. According to Bedford's Canadian Shark Research Laboratory, the beast was a young female, only 19 years old, far from the 60 to 80-year lifespan these apex predators can reach. Imagine that, not even in her prime, yet already a monster of the deep. The crew sold the 3 6-inch wide jaws, bristling with 130 razor teeth, to a Miami museum, feeding the global obsession with shark jaws after the movie Jaws made them icons of terror. The rest of the carcass was buried in a gravel pit nearby, but curiosity didn't rest for long. 2 weeks later, the remains were unearthed for scientific study. Number 5. The Shark of Ledge Point. Imagine standing on the shores of Western Australia and staring at a creature so massive it looked like a submarine come to life. In 1987, the ocean gave up one of its greatest secrets, a colossal great white shark measuring an unbelievable 19.7 feet long. Verified by marine expert John Ernest Randall, this beast wasn't just big, it was a living nightmare from the deep. The great white, often called the great white pointer, is the apex of oceanic power, feared, misunderstood, and unmatched in raw dominance. Yes, it's responsible for more human attacks than any other shark, but here's the twist: it rarely finishes the job. Humans simply aren't on the menu. After one brutal bite, these predators often retreat, leaving behind stories of survival and terror. But the Shark of Ledge Point? This was different. A towering symbol of nature's fury, proof that the ocean still hides giants beyond imagination. A reminder that beneath the waves, we are the visitors, not the rulers. Number 4. The Kojima Monster. Spring 1945. Off the coast of Kojima, a small town east of Havana, the same waters that inspired Hemingway's The Old Man and the Sea, something was stirring beneath the waves. Fishermen whispered of a sea creature devouring everything in its path. The fish had vanished, and fear spread across the shores. So a group of brave men decided to face the unknown. For 2 relentless hours, the fishermen battled the unseen monster, ropes straining, hearts pounding, until finally, the ocean surrendered its secret. Rising from the depths was a titan, a great white shark, an astonishing 21 feet long and weighing a staggering 7,000 pounds. Its liver alone tipped the scales at 1,500 pounds. Certified by experts Richard Ellis and John E. Oscar, this Cuban giant became one of the largest great whites ever recorded, and the photograph taken that day remains a chilling reminder of its scale. Dubbed the Kojima Monster, this legendary shark didn't just shake a small fishing town, it made waves across the world. Rumor even has it that Steven Spielberg used its real measurements as inspiration for Jaws. Whether truth or myth, one thing's certain, this wasn't just a shark. It was a piece of living history. Number 3. The Australian Monster. Hislop spent his life hunting sharks, believing he was saving humanity itself. In his own words, sharks were a mistake of God, and he saw it as his duty to correct that mistake one hunt at a time. He claimed that, with natural prey disappearing, sharks had developed a taste for human flesh. It's a belief that made him both famous and fiercely hated. Yet, in a strange twist, Vic wasn't a mindless killer. He defended certain species like the gentle whale shark and the sand tiger, insisting they deserved protection. But when it came to great whites, there was no mercy. Then came 1985, the year Vic Hislop made history. Off the coast of Australia, after a brutal struggle with the king of the ocean, he pulled aboard a monstrous great white shark measuring an unbelievable 21 feet long. The photograph says it all. Hislop standing proudly beside a blood-soaked giant that had fought until its last breath. Number 2. The Queen of the Ocean, Deep Blue. She appeared like a ghost from the deep, calm, majestic, and absolutely colossal. In 2013, her image went viral across the world, stunning millions and redefining what we thought possible. Her name? Deep Blue, a name now whispered with awe by divers and scientists alike. At an estimated 22 feet long and weighing over 4,800 pounds, Deep Blue isn't just a shark, she's a living legend. This massive female, believed to be around 50 years old, was filmed during the Discovery Channel's documentary Jaws Strikes Back, near Guadalupe Island in Mexico's Baja California. Biologist Mauricio Hoyos Padilla and his research team, alongside the marine conservation group Palacios Cacunja, were there to witness history. As cameras rolled, Deep Blue glided past their cages, calm yet commanding, her sheer presence enough to make the sea itself feel small. She carried life within her, a pregnant queen of the ocean, potentially mother to hundreds of future great whites. And though she moved with serenity, one flick of her tail or curious bite could have ended the encounter instantly. At one point, she drifted so close that a diver dared to reach out, gently touching her fin to guide her away from sharp metal bars. It was a moment of raw connection, man and monster, face to face, without fear, Deep Blue became a symbol of power, grace, and mystery, proof that even in a world obsessed with conquering nature, there are still forces far greater than us. The Queen of the Deep, eternal, untouchable, unforgettable. Number 1. The 7-Star Lake Shark. The 14th of May, 1997, Hualien County, Taiwan. A calm morning shattered by an unimaginable discovery. Fishermen gathered along the shimmering waters of 7-Star Lake, unaware that they were about to witness a monster from the deep, a great white so massive it would rewrite shark history. When the nets were hauled in, silence fell. Tangled within them was a creature that looked more myth than reality. The great white lay lifeless on the sand, its enormous body surrounded by stunned onlookers, men dwarfed by the sheer scale of the beast at their feet. Weighing an incredible 5,500 pounds and stretching between 22 and 23 feet long, this shark stood as the largest ever recorded, a true oceanic titan. Experts later confirmed the dimensions, silencing exaggerated rumors and proving that nature's giants still exist among us. Only one photograph remains from that fateful day, a haunting image capturing the final moment of a legend. The sun glinting off its pale skin, the waves gently washing over the shore, and the undeniable realization that humanity had just come face to face with one of the ocean's greatest rulers. The 7-Star Lake Shark, colossal, unforgettable, and worthy of its crown as the #1 largest great white shark ever seen. And if this journey through the giants of the deep left you awestruck, Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to Absolute Facts, and turn on notifications, because the next story might just dive even deeper into the mysteries that still lurk beneath the waves.